Speaker number 1, Rich Hopkins. Unthinkable. Unthinkable. Rich Hopkins.
You've heard motivational speakers say this 1,000 times. If you can dream it, you can do it. But do you ever find yourself asking, how? How can I go from dream to do? Mr. Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, the answer lay in thinking the unthinkable. Do you remember your first bicycle? When my daughter Riley picked out her first bike, it was her dream vehicle. A pink princess model, complete with white wall tires, purple streamers coming out of the handlebars, and at her request, no training wheels. She was so excited to ride it until we came home. No, Daddy, I'll fall. I'll get hurt. I don't want to. After weeks of false starts, no amount of encouragement could get her back on that bike. She wanted to ride, but she couldn't handle the thought of getting hurt. She was stuck between dream and do. Have you ever been there? Stuck between dream and do? A year later, Riley skipped out of the house with all the brashness of a 5-year-old. I'm going to ride my bike today. Great! I'll get behind you, make sure you stay up. No, Daddy, I want to do it myself. But, all right. I stood nearby, ready to go to her rescue. Her first try was rather impressive. 3 seconds till, no, Daddy, I'll do it myself. Her second try, not so good. Spat! No, Daddy, I'm okay. I'll do it myself. 25 agonizing minutes later, and 2 skinned knees, she did it. She and her pink princess bike were cruising down the sidewalk. By thinking that unthinkable thought, afterwards, she came up to me. I gave her that high-five hug. Riley, how did you know you could do it? Oh, Daddy, I didn't, but I had a dream last night. And I just thought getting hurt didn't matter. It was time to face my fear. Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to my Tony Robbins tapes. By thinking what she couldn't think the year before, she did more than learn how to ride that bike. She discovered how to go from dream to do. Her dream was to ride. My dream has always been to walk. Now, I need to let you know, your eyes are not deceiving you. I do walk rather funny, eh? It's okay, I've always walked funny. When I was born, my left leg wasn't built like the rest of me. I'm 3/4 Corvette, 1/4 broken down Yugo. It took 7 surgeries to keep me on my toes before I was 10 years old. But some dreams get interrupted. As I grew older, annoying aches grew into unbearable pains. On January 10th, 2006, I woke up unable to take a step. I went from walking funny to crawling funny. The x-rays at my doctor, the x-rays of my ankle looked like the last days of my first car. The transmission was shot, the brakes were gone, no amount of duct tape would keep it together. I asked my doctor what my next surgery would be. His answer was unthinkable. Trade it in for an upgrade. Could you give up something you've worked your whole life to keep? Even if it didn't work exactly right? Even if it has always held you back? Could you give up a part of who you are? A part of you? I was stuck between dream and do for nearly 2 months, crawling, arguing, praying, just to get to that unthinkable thought. It wasn't easy. Not at all. But once I thought it, once I did it, now I'm 100% Corvette. There's nothing like that new foot smell. Are your dreams stuck in neutral because you can't handle the thought of the pain of doing them? Is there a part of you, a thought, a fear, an attitude, a relationship that you are hanging on to because you think it's part of something that defines you? Then ask yourself, is that who you really want to be? Why crawl when you can walk? Why walk when you can ride? Don't settle for stuck. If you can dream it, you can do it. I know you've heard it 1,000 times because it's true. If you're willing to think the unthinkable. Mr. Contest Chair.